I don't know if this is my first book of the year, is it? One of my fun books of the year that I am reading is called Joyful. And it's by a woman named Ingrid Fennel Lee. And I just love this book. And it's just a joyful book, obviously, because it's called Joyful. And what it is all about is about appreciating, because sometimes we tend to go into extremes in life, right? And it's just bringing us back into the middle of enjoying that you can love the things in your house, love the colors in your house, and everything gives you a certain mood and feeling. Red gives you a lot of energy, blue gives you a lot of mellow, and it's just starting to appreciate that you can buy something or have like something material that makes you feel good. And I think a lot of the times we have been in a situation where we're like, oh, well, things don't make you happy. Money doesn't make you happy. I call BS for some of it because sometimes money makes me happy. And, it's not going into the other extreme. Well, you have to go buy stuff to make you happy. It's just talking about different things. And in her first chapter, she spoke about a country I know very little about named Albania. And I guess it was, they've gone through a lot of history and sort of Albania ended up being this country where there was a lot of crime, and especially in this city, it just wasn't doing very well. And this mayor comes in, he gets elected in, and his name is Edi Rama. And in 2004, he got the award for being the best world mayor. Because for a very simple thing, maybe amongst other things, a very simple thing that he did. And he went into this city, which was very drab, reminiscent of the recent wars that they had had. And what he did was he employed a bunch of people that said, go and paint all the gray buildings a really, really bright orange. And Aaron, you are wearing the exact shade of orange he picked.
It's called high visibility orange, just for everybody.
Caution cone.
High energy, high visibility orange. And if you can see on this side, this is what all the buildings used to look like.
Okay,
gray, kind of concrete-y.
Sure.
They're all falling apart facade-wise. Beautiful building, right?
Yeah.
And he changed it.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
Right?
I love that.
And what ended up happening was within months of this happening, crime went down, business went up because people started having this idea that they didn't want to stay in their house because they were scared anymore. They wanted to go out and have a drink in front of these beautiful colored buildings. And this city completely changed.
Cool.
It's now like a bustling business, money's moving. It's just such a cool story that I read about in this book. So I went, oh, you know what? I'm going to try to get a cocktail, that's popular in Albania. And this was quite an interesting journey. So, okay. Albania loves this alcohol along with Turkey and all sorts, the countries that sort of surround Albania called raki.
Okay.
So I'm reading about raki and I'm like, what is raki? So raki is this grape sort of derived liquor. And I'm thinking, firstly, it's like brandy. And sometimes raki can be made out of other fruit as well. So I'm like, you know what? I love brandy. I'm going to love this drink. So I start looking for raki around Calgary, and it is not easy to find. However, we are very lucky in Calgary. We've got quite a few liquor stores who employ people who know about alcohol. And so they're all telling me, oh, no, yeah, you're looking for raki. We don't carry it, but we have alternatives. One is named Arak, or is it Arak? A-R-A-K. Not to be confused for my South Asian friends with A-R-R-A-C-K, which is a coconut liquor. This is different.
Oh, okay.
And the other one that you know of that you will be familiar with is Ouzo. right? Heather's like nodding. She got it.
And like I smelled it and I was like, oh,
okay.
I think I know.
So as soon as they said that, I was like, shite, because I had gotten everything to make this cocktail and I don't like this flavor personally. This is not my thing. I know many people who love it. You love it or you hate it. What is it, Erin?
I love it.
Of course you love it. You're German.
But the little Ouzo hard candies that you'd get at a restaurant, they're like these little circular
Those
hard
really
candies that are really sweet and they taste like Ouzo and sugar. I love those.
Okay, but I just imagine that my husband loves this flavor. I imagine, because you guys, some people just grew up with it in their family. Black licorice, anise seed, and they love it. And I cook with these flavors. I just don't really drink with these flavors. So this drink, this is Ouzo with pomegranate and lemon. 2 ounces Ouzo, 2 ounces pomegranate juice, ice, lemon wedges.
Okay.
Up to you whether you want it unsweetened or sweetened. 1 cup of like a lemon lime soda. Apparently the tradition is to go unsweetened. So this is a very non-sweet drink, very strong, shockingly refreshing. It's gonna have strong tastes. Tastes, my friends.
Here we go.
Oh, I like that.
You know, it tastes better than it smells because I hate Ouzo. I hate black licorice. The only way I like black licorice is in all sorts. You know, those candies?
Yeah.
But I don't like traditional black licorice.
So I like black licorice so much.
The smell of this is so strong that I was like, oh no, I'm going to hate this. But actually the taste is quite good.
And it's very refreshing.
Yeah.
For some reason. It's not sweet. Now, if you prefer it to be sweeter, you can use something like a 7-Up, you know, with sugar in it. But I wanted to go the traditional way and try this the way that they had it. And I was surprisingly, I was okay with it.
Yeah. Erin, you're a black licorice.
Oh, I am all over this, but I like a good, strong black licorice. Like I said, I loved those Ouzo candies. They tasted like licorice. It's always been a flavor I've really enjoyed. So now I'm going to get my husband to try this because he loves black licorice.
Oh, he does? Okay, awesome. So
mine does too. I might just save it for him.
Definitely I don't want to say you would hate this. I actually dislike black licorice quite a bit. I didn't hate this drink.
Yeah.
But I can imagine there are people who are going to love it.
Yeah.
So just find out whether your guests or whoever you're making this drink for likes that kind of flavor profile. If they do, they're going to love this.
I think it's so weird that I could really dislike the smell of it, but actually quite enjoy the taste of it. It's such a strange experience, right? Like when it comes up close and you're like, oh no, but then you take a sip, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
See, I feel this way about papaya. I cannot stand the smell of papaya.
Yeah.
The first time I cut open a papaya, I was like, oh, this must be bad because it smells awful. And
like
I was
feet.
Googling it. I thought it smelled like the inside of someone's stomach. I thought it smelled
gross.
like a pile of barf. I was
Yeah,
like,
last time I smelled the inside of someone's stomach, yep.
so I call it stomach fruit all the time. But then I got into eating it, and I love the flavor of it.
Somehow it has to get past your nose and into your mouth to the taste buds.
If I have to chop it up, no thanks.
Yeah, same thing with this
taste it.
drink. Like if you spend too much time with it around your nose and you're not a fan of the smell, you're not going to want to drink it. But if you just sip it, then it's like, oh, now I like it. It's so interesting.
I think
really
it's
interesting
fantastic.
drink. Yeah.
I think it's like one of those shockingly refreshing drinks in the summer. I think it would be like a hot day out. I might even make it for myself just to sit on the patio on a hot day.
Yeah, I could see it like a summer drink, hot day.
Yeah.
Yep, totally.
Yeah. And licorice has that very cooling effect too, right? So it is a great summer drink, I think.
Yeah. What a good combination, the pomegranate and the licorice. Yeah. Who knew?
Okay, who wants to go to Albania with me?
I'm glad you did this because it's something completely different. Be joyful. Drink a, what's this drink called?
It's a Ouzo pomegranate lemon drink. That's what it is. There is no...
This is where you have to come up with the name.
You have to name it something good.
You have to come up with it
By the time
now.
we post it on the website, it's got to be a good name.
What about a pomegranate colored resolution?
I feel like you need to.
I think you need to work on that a bit.
Yeah, she's going to work on it. She's going to put the recipe up on the blog, and by the time you hear this, it'll be there.
Yeah. There you go, friends.
Goodbye. See you next Friday, everybody.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us. You can find these recipes under the Speakeasy tab on threekitchenspodcast.com. Okay, I'm just waiting because I don't want to get told no.
Like you're going to listen.
No, probably not.